my goodness, what an absolutely electrifying performance from Celta Vigo at Balaídos Stadium. Dominating Nice with a spectacular 65% possession, you guys. That's insane. From the get-go, Celta was relentless, aiming to control every inch of the pitch. You could feel the energy buzzing in the air, man. In the midfield, Manu Fernández and Fran Beltrán were rock solid, orchestrating plays with such ease. Iago Aspas' early strike just 2 minutes in was the perfect catalyst, showing his unmatched timing and tenacity. And let's not forget Bryan Zaragoza, who was an outrageous force tearing apart fences on the flanks. But here's the thing. With a red card crushing Nice's momentum, Celta fully capitalised. This was Celta proving they're a serious force. If you're as enthralled as I am, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more heart-stopping action. Now, speaking of forces, let's dive into the electrifying performance of Iago Aspas. What a sight to behold. From the very first whistle, right in that second minute, Aspas just announced himself with a bang, didn't he? His early goal wasn't just about scoring, it was about setting a tone, a statement of intent, and man, did he back it up with a display of utter brilliance throughout the game. What sets Aspas apart is his unique blend of intelligence and leadership on the field. Watching how he manoeuvres, how he drops deep to orchestrate plays, and how he leads the press, it's just mesmerizing. His stats tell the story: 53 passes with pinpoint accuracy, 3 shots on target, and his dribbling, oh my goodness, those 4 successful take-ons kept Nice on their toes. His resilience and competitiveness were on full display, winning 8 duels out of 13. It's like he's got this uncanny ability to inspire his team and the fans, lifting everyone's morale. Aspas isn't just a goal scorer, he's the heartbeat of Celta Vigo. Everything flows through him, weaving together this masterpiece of athletic prowess and tactical genius. And this game, it was a testament to why he remains indispensable, marking yet another chapter in his illustrious career. But things weren't so smooth for Nice, and you've got to wonder, what exactly was the game plan here? Nice came in hoping to counter Celta Vigo's possession-heavy approach, but man, with just 35% of the ball, they never really got out of the blocks. It felt like they were always on the back foot, unable to wrestle control back from Celta's midfield maestro party. And then, bam! Jonathan Klaus sees red just before half-time. Now here's the thing, playing with 10 men is tough, but this felt like a death knell. Was Klaus simply unlucky, or was it aggressive tactics gone wrong? Either way, that red card flipped the script. After that, Nice scrambled to adapt defensively, subbing in Antoine Mendy and Tanguy Ndombele to patch things up. But it wasn't enough, was it? The lack of cohesion was evident. Yehvan Diouf did his utmost to stand tall, making it hard for Celta, but there was only so much he could do. The question remains, could anything different have been tried to snatch back some control? This single game might just put more heat on Frank Heiser. His tactical acumen will surely be under the microscope from now on. Alright, now shifting gears to Celta Vigo's midfield virtuosity. It was absolutely magnificent, right? Celta's midfield utterly dominated, dictating the tempo from start to finish, with an impressive 65% possession. I mean, that's incredible control. Manu Fernández and Fran Beltrán especially were fundamental here. These guys were just everywhere. Fernández, with his 93 passes and 87% accuracy, facilitated transitions like a maestro, balancing both defense and attack seamlessly. You could see how their cohesiveness just broke down Nice's attempts to push forward. In terms of synergizing, Fernández and his allies orchestrated quick transitions that kept Nice constantly on the back foot. And then there's Bryan Zaragoza's tenacity on the flanks, which provided Celta with another edge. He was winning duels and pushing the ball up relentlessly. From clever positioning to intercepting plays, Celta's midfield was an impenetrable wall and a launch pad all rolled into one. This mastery in midfield not only allowed Celta to craft scoring plays, but ensured psychological dominance. The depth and control from this unit laid the groundwork for how Celta could overpower opponents moving ahead. And moving forward, this midfield prowess, it's going to be a signature weapon for Celta, no doubt. Alright, let's dive into the controversial moments that really shaped this match. I mean, Jonathan Klaus's 2 yellow cards leading to that red. Oh man, it was a major turning point, right? It left Nice scrambling to adapt their strategy, playing with 10 men from before halftime. That's rough. So how did it impact them? Well, they had to defend more, yet could they really keep up with Celta's relentless pace? See, Celta's 65% possession was dominant, and without Klaus, Nice struggled to grasp more than their 35% share. You've got to think, how did this sway Celta's game plan? Let's break it down. Their substitutions were genius. Bringing in Hugo Sotelo for Fran Beltrán, that solidified their midfield and kept pressure mounting. Oh, and Zaragoza on the flanks added flair, translating their possession into 25 shots, 16 from inside the box. In response, Nice tried reshuffling with Kevin Carlos and Thiago Gouveia. But even with Cho's equaliser, how could they possibly contend with such relentless pressure? Their passing faltered next to Celta's clinical 91% accuracy, underscoring how pivotal those officiating decisions were. Imagining what could have been if Klaus hadn't seen red. that's a whole other story. All right, let's dive into what actually happened on the pitch. Aspas, absolutely electric right from the whistle. That early goal, bam, 2 minutes in, and suddenly we all knew Celta meant business. I mean, what more could you ask for from your captain? He controlled the energy, he steered the attack, and that red card for Nice, that was a real game changer. Forced them into a tactical scramble that almost seemed like damage control from the get-go, right? But you've got to hand it to Mohamed Ali Cho for his burst of brilliance to level things. That strike amid crunching Celta pressure was something else. But honestly, once Borja Iglesias sealed Celta's lead, you could feel the game just slipping away from Nice. With Nice down to 9, it was almost a foregone conclusion. Celta's passing? On point with a 91% accuracy, just relentless. The fans at Balaídos, absolutely roaring and backing their boys all the way like having a 12th man out there. So what do you guys think about that setup? Does Celta have what it takes to really push in the Europa League? Drop your thoughts below and let's get this conversation rolling.